Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, happy February. We're almost into February. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to give it a second or two before I really get blown into this. Been through a lot of downloads today. Holy Toledo. I've been in a lot of meditation, a lot of downloads. So I hope you guys are doing good. I'm not sure quite how many people show up, but it doesn't matter because this will be recorded and hopefully some people get to watch it. And then always say hello, who you are, where you're from. I love it. Any questions, interactions, that's why I said this is an interactive. This is something that you guys can actually ask questions about or anything like that. So this is actually a collective, and the reason why I'm doing this is not for so much the signs, is about the energies, what February is going to bring, because we just had a full moon. And the full moon is actually in Leo, which Leo is about heart. So heart has to do with the month of February because as if you should have seen at least the first week readings for your sign. If you haven't, go back and watch those. But I do say in there that the month of February is love month. It is the time where actually humans go through a mating season towards the middle of the month, towards the end of the month, depends on the person, all the way into the second week of April. That's sort of our mating season kind of a thing. So not only with the moon in Leo, which is heart and leadership and creativity, however, this month is relating to a lot of heart. And that's not only because of the moon, but the planets. It's also the divine. I've been speaking to the divine a lot this morning. It's been really, really interesting morning, I have to say. But this February is all about the heart. So that's why I chose to do this last day. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully some things will resonate with you. And with today, because I'm not really started yet. However, if you go back and look at the full moon, maybe after this or sometime, go back and look at the full moon reading. That has a lot of what's going to be happening in February because it's not only the moon, but it's Uranus and Venus and Saturn and Pluto. There's about 6 planets that are going to be really cram packed into a small area for a while. And that's going to create a lot of what's happening in February. So you'll see some of the things sort of transform and transpire. And not only with that, just with speaking with the divine and seeing what he's showing me through not only the wisdom, but through a lot of who the people I'll be touching with, because he sometimes shows me people ahead of time who maybe not the person per se, however, the energy that will be. So I don't know if it's one of you guys watching. I don't know if it's somebody that is coming in that's locally, but there's some kind of people that I'll be touching, and maybe it's through the videos and through the signs. I don't know. But I do know for a fact, studying psychology and human behavior, this is actually becoming the mating season for humans. So maybe that's why the commercial part of Valentine's Day started in February. Maybe somebody way back when, even though it was St. Valentine, whatever, it's very commercialized, as we know. We actually should have love every day, but this is the energy. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today for the month of February is a lot about love. Now, if you guys don't know, if you guys have not seen me before, or you have or your first time seeing me, you'll know that I'm an intuitive and I'm an empath that's intuitive. I don't necessarily need the cards. If I were to sit with you, I could probably read your energies and everything that's just right there pretty quickly, because that's what I've done since I was young. However, this is about February and you. And this is about what the divine wants to share. This is about what the planets are wanting to share. This is what the energy is all around that. So whether you're in a love relationship now, and oh, by the way, so what I was trying to say is I don't do a lot of love readings. I don't do them because I don't want to. It's whatever the divine has laid on my heart that day. And sometimes he'll come in and tell me things because somebody has maybe come in and needs to resonate with what we're saying. So whatever the divine comes in and shares with me, if there's love in the reading, it's great. If there is no love in the reading, it doesn't mean it's not going to be there, but that's not the divine's focus right at that day with the cards or with the energies or the intuition or my downloads, that kind of a thing. So just know that it all depends on what the divine wants for you in your life. But this month, he's got me talking about love a lot. And it's not only just here in this venue, it's in coaching others and their growth as well through my coaching. If you want coaching, you can come on, but there's a lot of videos. There's even a love video, the different layers of love, that kind of thing. But I will tell you through the readings and through the way the divine works, even for February and the planets, everything is two-dimensional. So when you have two dimension, what we see here is what one dimension is, but the divine works in that second dimension big time, where we can't see it, where we don't know, where we actually don't sometimes want to tap into that. And a lot of it has to do with our mates and who we pick and who we don't pick, because we're not paying attention spiritually, we're paying attention earthly. So that's really sort of where that is. And that's where that's going. So with the love reading, basically we're going to find out what the energies are for you guys. I'm going to pull a couple of oracles. I'm actually, thank you. So he said pull 3, and the 3 are for the past, current, and future. So we're looking at, now if you've read your, if you've seen your reading already for the first week of February, you can look into that. But this is for the overall for February, so we're going to do past, present, and future. So the first oracle is going to be the past. This is probably how your choices were being done, or maybe why things or the person that you're reaching or wanting to reach, or maybe you're in a relationship right now that isn't working too well. I could tell you why, but I won't do that right now. I probably could tell 95% of the relationships why they're not working. For 2 reasons. There's actually 2 reasons. One reason is you didn't listen to the spiritual choice who you were supposed to be with, and 2, your communication is way off. Pretty easy, pretty simple. So it just depends on the person. So let's go ahead and pull the first energy. Yeah, definitely. So for somebody, the energy for your past love choices, too earthly, too human. And what do I mean by that? Too focused. Okay, remember I said love has 2 dimensions. That's the way divine works. What you can see and what is not seen. So the reason why wealth can be of many, many different things. However, wealth is also determined by your mindset. So whoever's picking this love relationship or person, or is planning on picking somebody, or actually has somebody in their mind that they would like to be with. Now, if you're already in a relationship, ask yourself, how did I choose that person? Did I pick them because, 1, they're good looking? Oh, they have a really good bank account. Oh, they seem to have it all put together. That's your visual. That's earth. That's earth. Or did you look beyond that deep down and say, well, he's not that good looking. She's not that good looking. But look at the heart of that person. Look what she has to offer. Might not be perfect, but look what she has to offer me. That's spiritual. So somebody's picking too much on earth. She has come up. Now, I don't know if you guys have really, watched your first week reading, please put it in the chat. I would love to know if you watched it, because you probably have seen this a lot. Okay, so the Earth Fairy is about physical health, your grounding, and your foundation. That is where love starts. That is the current energy. Where is your foundation? So the divine is saying somebody's picking wrong. And majority of the time it is wrong. But love is a choice. So we can choose to love somebody, or we can actually choose not to love somebody. We can choose to fall in love. We can choose not to fall in love. We can choose to stay in a love relationship, or we can leave. These days, it's a cancel society. It's a throwaway society. It is so easy to throw love away, and that's your choice. Then people regret, unfortunately, later. But also, too, the wealth number is ambition and potential. So in this case, it's potential. This is your potential mate. This is your potential love person that you're going to be wanting to do. In the past, that potential was all earthly, material based, looks based, anything that that person could give me based. So that's somebody's foundation, which is not the foundation that the divine wants you to have. Okay, so this is about also physical health. So thank you. So I'm older than a lot of you guys. Where you're grounding in your foundation, again, you have two choices, earth or spirit, on your foundations, and that's a lot with love. But it also, too, imagine yourself with that person, and I don't mean to sound, this is shadow work. Imagine yourself with that person that you are thinking about, want to be with, or in love with, or married to be with, or whatever. Hi, King. Yeah, sure. Just let me get this thought out first. So whatever with this person, because the Earth Fairy is about physical health, can you imagine yourself with that person if something were to happen to them, if they could no longer be completely functional? Or two, you're old and gray and you have to wipe their behind. Can you be understanding of physical health? That's why it's important, and thank you for this love relationship, to be lifting up of the other person, to make sure they're healthy, make sure they're growing, make sure their physical health is going good, so that you both can age together, age and grow together. So this is for somebody's grounding and foundation. Divine is saying, can you grow old with that person, and can you take care of that person if they happen to be not all ambulatory? Maybe a car accident, or maybe a sickness, or maybe they had a stroke, or whatever. This is now your foundation. This is where the divine wants you to think. That's spiritual. All right. Then we have the creative fairy, or excuse me, the fire fairy, which is a creative and optimistic. This is the high vibrations. These are the high energies. These are the elements where we need to be lifting up. Remember, we support, we love. This is the month of love. That's what love is. If you're not doing that, then that becomes destructive love. And that is very harmful. Hey, Felix, welcome, welcome. All right, King, while I am actually shuffling, you're very welcome to ask your question. For those of you that are just popping in, this is about the love month. We are talking about in two dimension. That's the way spirit works. Spirit and divine, God, however you want to say it, works in visual, which is one dimension, and the unseen, which is the second dimension. For a lot of people, it's hard to read. It's hard to see if you're not in the spirit. So for those of you just coming in, a lot of you, the first card out is the past. You used to pick your partners by material ways of the first dimension, seeing maybe, or the need or the want or whatever for what yourself is. And then the second card out, which is for this month, this whole month, is your grounding and foundation, where you're making your choices in your mate, or where you have made your choices in your mate, and maybe you're not so happy about that. Is it through the first dimension or the second dimension? So yeah. Oh, you're very, very welcome. You can ask your question though. And then the third thing is about being optimistic. This is the fiery fairy. This is the love part. This is, how can I make them know that I love them that much, or I care for them? Now, again, if you haven't watched the love video that I have on Get Balanced 2020, I don't know if it's on Divine Warrior, but it is all about the different levels of love. Right? But this is the fiery love. This is, how can I lift them up and not be, but here's the problem with love, is somebody loves somebody always more than the other person. However, we don't want to lower our love. We want to lift our love. So we want to, if I love this person more, I got to figure out And that's 5 Love Languages, a really good book. I got to figure out what that love language is for that other person, make them feel loved and bring them up. I don't sit there and lower myself to their level. I bring that level up. Okay, so that's sort of where that is. Okay, King. Will you marry each other? Okay, maybe I think what's going to happen in this reading, you're going to have your answer. I really, really, really do. And you know what? It's actually, women have the control of everything, but the men have the decision of everything. And I know that sounds very, I don't know, I'm old school, but the thing is, there is roles for each and every, whatever you want to call yourself, feminine, masculine, and other, whatever. There is roles in no matter wherever you are. And if you deny that, then you're lying to yourself, because there's roles, because everybody plays a role. So I think you're going to get your answers here. All right. So the first part out, now remember, this is all for the month of February. And this, something is going to resonate with somebody here. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, waiting to get in a relationship, waiting to step into the relationship at another level, because that is a whole big commitment. That is, King, let me share something with you just for a second, because this is going to come up here. So the thing is, when somebody wants to step into marriage, or if you want to step into marriage, if this is your month to do that, remember, you are basically having a type of one person, well, you actually both are. You're both dying to self. So you're dying and something is being reborn. This is 2021. So 2020, we had Capricorn energy. You know, basically the dying, basically we're having to purge. 2021 is a reset. It's moving forward. When anybody wants to get married, especially in this month, think about this, guys. So when you, because a lot of people don't think about this in this day, and I'm thinking from a spiritual aspect. I'm not thinking from an earthly. I don't think from earthly. That's just the way the divine has made me, because I know my connection. So the thing is that what we look at marriage is we die to self. A lot of people don't want to die to self. So here's the thing, when you die to self, that means that old single person, female, male, whatever you want to be, is going to go away. This is no longer you. That's like saying, for example, my old way of who I was, I used to call myself Pat. And now I'm Patty, but I've been Patty when I was little. I started out really pure, but then I really got screwed up and messed up in the head. And that was because of my abuse, or my sexual abuse and everything. But then I came back to Patty, because that old Pat used to be a liar, used to be manipulative, used to figure things out, and how to be able to be self, give to me, give to me, give to me kind of a thing. But now when you really pay attention to spirit, you are selfless. That's what going into a relationship is. That's what's coming up here. And that's the thing, is you're going to die to self, but now you're going into a new relationship, whether you're going to just live together, which if you like that, then that's up to you. But when you go into a committed marriage, then you lose yourself. It is time for you to lift that partner up. It is time to actually be selfless and say, what can I do to make you happy? That other person does the same thing, because that's love. That's love. If you can't get to that point where you're selfless, step back and wait to get into that marriage. But somebody is definitely thinking about it. Somebody's actually really excited about something, a love relationship coming up, or maybe there's some door that's getting ready to open that is in 2-dimensional that you don't even have a know about. Something may be coming up here. But the other thing too is that we have next to that the 3 of Swords. Now, remember, I just said something has to die in order for something to be reborn. That's this. So is this you, or is this another partner, or is it both partners coming to self? Because if this was in reverse, this would be you're contemplating, you're depressed, you're sad, you're trying to figure things out, you're stuck on the solution. It's not. It came in the reverse, or it came upside right. It came in the reverse. Somebody is not even depressed about what's happening. Somebody's like, yay, finally, whew, that is over with. This is done and gone. This isn't happening no more. Somebody is leaving that Capricorn energy, the baggage, behind. Somebody is saying that X needs to go. I am moving on to this. I'm committed to this. I am going to give it 100%. Because when you leave that X there, there's no way you can give 100% to that other person. Never happen. Divine says no way. So what do you got to do? Because here's the thing is you're looking for balance. The star is about balance, spiritual balance, the 2D. They're looking for what you can see, but what you cannot see. When you look at love, you can't see it. You can't touch it, but you know what it is, right? So that's what's coming for somebody. And it's fiery. This is building a new grounding for somebody. Somebody is building a new foundation. Rather than thinking more earthly, human, asking everybody, oh, what do you think about her? What do you think about him? Oh, I was really thinking about asking her to marry me. I was thinking about accepting his proposal. I'm a little scared. I don't know what to do. Because you're asking people. You need to ask divine. What is in my heart? What feels right? What doesn't? Is there red flags? And see, when people fall in love or think they're in love, when it's mostly infatuation, lust, or they're horny, then basically you are missing the boat because you're not paying attention to what the divine is saying. You're saying, well, that little red flag, that's nothing. No, that's nothing. That'll go away. Bing, bing, bing. That's a red flag. And then the divine will show you another one, and the divine saying, no, I don't want you to go there. Then you're ignoring it. And then by the third time, it's like, okay, I give up. They're not going to pay attention. Let them go with the wrong person. Let them see. Let them waste time. Let them go through there. What is that for you guys? I don't know. Hey, I'm single too. So, you never know. But I will tell you right now, through all the years, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I've told some of you, but through all the years, I will not pick another mate through earth ways. I'm waiting for the divine to either move me into somebody, meeting somebody, or bringing them to me, because that's how the divine works. The divine brings that person to you. That opens that door for you guys to meet. That's the divine. If you miss that opportunity, which I have done once, and I really sort of regret it, but I was so young, immature, and did my earthly ways, I missed a beautiful opportunity. However, I do know that the divine says, well, you're never going to get that opportunity back, but I'm going to show you another person. Better be ready. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Somebody definitely. Okay, this is for somebody out there for the month of February. This is your homework. I don't know who this is for. But again, your grounding and your foundation is based in the wrong place. For somebody, it is you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself from this beautiful, beautiful energy. And what that is fear. Somebody's really being fearful. And somebody's like, yeah, but I have so many. Oh my gosh. I just seen this whole brick wall go up. Visually, I just saw boom. It's like somebody hit a button and went, or ironclad bars. Put yourself in a prison. I don't know who that's for, and you're doing it by your past. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been scorned. And so you're not wanting to move forward. I don't know whose energy this is for. Divine is saying that has to change. Your foundation is broken, honey. I don't know who that's for, but your foundation is broken. It's time to heal that. And for that person, yeah, you can't go into a love relationship, even though somebody's dying to be in love. However, how can you go into a love relationship when you're bringing all that past pain? That has to get healed. That has to get healed. Because nobody can have a successful relationship with all that pain, and you're bringing something that is supposed to be beautiful, something that is supposed to be balancing, spiritually and earthly balancing. You can't bring that pain into it. If you do, it's not going to last, because you're bringing that vibration down. Somebody might come in and they'll say, yes, oh yes, you know what, but are they a rescuer? Are they codependent? Are they, what do you call it? A fixer? So men like to fix things where their job is not to fix us. They're to be with us as a what do you call that? As a partner. They're not there to complete us. They're actually to be our equivalent or our supporter. We're supposed to be their nurturer to help them and do that the same thing. Can't do that if you're broken that way. You need coaching. You need counseling. It doesn't take long if you are really, really willing, really wanting to grow and heal, because the divine, you have to ask the divine to do it, and it can happen. If the divine wants it, it can happen overnight. It can happen instantly. Trust me. I'm writing books right now again. So many stories. So, King, you know what? I think if you are not getting anything from this, then you won't have your answer. So, will we marry? Where's your healing? Where are you at? Are you ready to get married? Are you ready to be selfless? Are you ready to give all and not give? I would say you're not ready. You're not ready. You I think right now, and you may not like it, but patience needs to be your healing. That's where that is. I'm sorry if that hurts you. I don't mean to hurt you, but yeah, I don't think you're ready. And if you are ready, that's your decision, your choice. You need to ask divine about that, but I don't think you're ready. You might be the right couple. I think it's just timing. Yeah. You're thinking too earthly. You need more time. It's going to come, but you got to work on yourself a little bit. It's there. It might be the right person, but that's going to come. I think basically yeah, not now. I wouldn't say now. Definitely not now. The energies I'm getting from you are a little bit more low vibrational, that you need some healing in there for yourself. And it's not something that's not going to come. I believe it is going to come. But with this person, I don't know. Depends on the other person's energy. She's not here, or they're not here, so I wouldn't know that. But if you ever want to talk to me offline, you're very welcome to email me. Not a problem. That I don't know, because I don't have that person's energy here. So if you want to talk to me offline with that person, I could tell you, and probably tell you in less than a half an hour if you wanted to do that. But yeah, I just know the thing is with that partner, I'll tell you right now, even if you log off after this, is that the energy has to be, and the work has to be you. And when you do your own work and your energy, what's going to happen is that you're going to know in an instant if that's the right partner. If you don't know that that's the current partner, if you don't know that is your partner for the rest of your life, then it's probably not. Because especially if you're male, you know that within an instant if that is the person that you want to spend time with. It's almost like it's because of the studies that I do, the psychology and the human behavior. Men know. If you've got to wait years and years and years to decide to marry somebody, it's not the right person. It's not the right person. But usually men know within a very, very short time. I say within a week, 2 weeks max. They know that partner is for who they want. I think you or her have to get through this phase. There is a process that has to get through this phase. But I don't feel like it's her. I don't have her energy here to know that. So, but anyway, so for some of you though, are definitely thinking this grounding again for this month of February. Where is your grounding from? Where is your thought process? What 2D are you in? Are you in more of a visual materialistic earth? And you're very, very welcome. Are you into earth, or are you into humans, listening to everybody, what's going around? Are you making your decisions based on what earth is doing? Or are you actually making your decisions by what divine wants for you? Are you stepping back and saying, hey, is this the person that really is I'm supposed to be with? Is this the person that I really want to marry? Guys and girls, no. I hate to say that because it's really men and women. Guys and girls, there's grown men and then there's grown boys. There's grown women, there's grown girls. Big difference. When you're a grown girl, you're not ready. When you're a grown boy, not ready. When you're a grown man, you're ready. When you're a grown woman, you're ready. That's all to do with healing, a lot of healing. And grown boys make from earth, grown men make it spiritual. This is lasting, this is not. So it depends on where you're at in your thought process as far as where your decisions are going to come from. That's where this is. That's where your earth is. So, okay, let me explain. Thank you. So they're asking me to share about wealth. Wealth is also could be spiritual. This is wisdom. This is knowledge, knowing. That for some of you may have already started to do this for the month of February. Love is about the month of February, right? So this is about what your thought process is spiritually. Do I really love this person? Do I really like this person? Where is it coming from? Wealth can come from wisdom. So when you hear me talk in your readings about wealth, you're going to hear me talk about spiritual wealth, which is wisdom. Or you're going to talk to me about earthly wealth, which is knowledge. Think about this for a second. One is more first D, 2D is more earthly because knowledge comes from humans, comes from things that we see, what science does, what everything else. That is earth-based. What you don't see, the second dimension, is spiritual based. Where is that knowledge coming from? We can't explain where it comes from. The voices that I hear my mother, why I hear her when she's passed on, why I hear and see and feel the weird things that I do, I can't explain from. However, I know and believe that that's where it's coming from. This is where and how you make your decisions on love. All right. All right. But this is for somebody is the wealth is your wisdom, your knowledge of when you pick your mate, who you're choosing to pick your mate, who you're staying with, who you're not, who you're arguing with. Arguing, if you have to fight, then you're in the wrong relationship. Because if you know how to communicate with another person, which maybe that's the issue of fighting, you both don't know how to communicate. Go and see some of my free videos on communication or find a coach that can help you communicate. Get some techniques down because the thing is when you learn how to communicate, there's no more arguing. There's no more fighting. There's actually no arguing. It's having a difference of opinion, knowing how to come together in a communication, and you will never fight again. You'll never fight again. You may sit there and have difference of opinion or maybe think, okay, they're really off their rocker. But the thing is, you're like, okay, that's them. It's all, again, my communication videos about perspective, their perspective, that kind of thing. Wow, I cannot make this up. Oh my gosh. I don't know who this is for. You know what? I'm going to stop for a second because I'm just saying I have meditated all morning. The divine has given me so much information this morning. And I was telling him, I don't know how to go into this. I don't talk about love a lot. I should, because that's what he's about. But, okay, you guys ready? So, clarifying. Okay, I'm going to do some clarification here. First pair. Victim mentality, thinking of the past, thinking of and these came in this order. These came in this order. Somebody is still thinking about the hurt. Somebody is still thinking about the pain. Somebody's not quite ready. Somebody needs to work in their singleness. You need help in that? Get a hold of me. I am now taking bookings. I've got a few bookings for February and March still left. However, somebody is thinking in their victim. And it's not, and I'm not saying victim, it's like, you know what? It's almost like a low vibrational, low energy. Somebody's thinking this is what's holding you back from from obtaining love, because when you can't give yourself, that's that brick wall he was showing me. You cannot give your whole 100% because you're still thinking of your past. That wall cannot even drop down a little bit. There's not even a door in that wall so that you could even peek out and say, do I want to let you in? Somebody has got that so much up that you're not even giving yourself a chance. You are so fearful, so fearful. So that's for whoever that is, got to learn how to drop that wall a little bit. Even if you can get to the place where you can put a door in the center of that wall and say, okay, I'll let you in. Even if it's not 100%, I'll let you in. But now you're just like, wow. And I'm seeing somebody's profile is out there on a romance video or romance profile, whatever you call it, dating site kind of thing. And somebody's profile out there is saying, if you're a game player, don't bother. If you're a liar, don't bother. If you do this, don't bother. If you do that, don't bother. It's like, no, don't do all these things. And then, okay, come and contact me. That's your pain and your hurt coming through. That's when you have to step back and say, I need to fix this before I go into a relationship, because you're not going to catch anybody unless somebody just wants you to do this. Lay on your back. Because they don't want to hear that. They want to go in with it 100%. You're bringing it in 25, 50, 45, 75%, but you're bringing a lot of that pain. But that profile is not going to get you. For romance sites, it's not going to get you. You got to change it around. It's got to be high vibrational, high lifting. That's low vibrational. All right. But this is the second double that we have. I don't make this up, guys. So where is your foundation? Where is your base? Where is your base? Okay. And thank you. So they're saying you got to pick your choice by spiritual or not spiritual. Are you a visual person and that's all you care about is what I can see? Or are you going to go in depth and see where that heart is, where that person is? Maybe they're not as beautiful. I don't know, maybe they got water on their nose, or whatever. But the thing is, their heart is just so beautiful. And what are you looking at? Most men, no offense, will look at the physical. We all want to look at physical. I mean, I like, certain physical look. But I'm going to I'm at my age, and it's not because I can't have what I want. I'm very choosy. But the thing is, I do look at the heart. But for me, I'm blessed because I can feel their energies. And if that energy is good, and I can see that, maybe they're a mess right now and the timing is off and it's not quite right. But I'm not going to cancel them. I'm not going to say bye. I'm going to say, you know what? You need to go back and repair and fix and do whatever. Maybe they just went through a divorce. Not a time to go. But the thing is, they need to go heal. Then maybe in a year, and if the timing's right, we'll come back to each other. That's a spiritual choice. Hard as hell, but it's a spiritual choice. Very wise choice. It would be very unwise and very knowledgeable to say, oh, well, you know what? You just went through divorce. Okay. Yeah, but you know what? We got a lot of connection. You know what? You'll get through this. It'll be pain. You'll go through your pain, but let's just keep talking. You don't give them a chance to heal. That's selfish, not selfless. Let them heal. Let them process. Okay, because that's your higher power. That's the high priestess coming through. That's a spiritualness coming through for somebody. This is the month of February. Somebody also too, Divine is saying, remember, be optimistic, be creative in how to lift somebody's vibration up. Be selfless in lifting somebody's vibrational up. Okay, because there is, again, for the second, we have the star, balance. Balance, spiritual balance, earthly balance, where this is coming from. This is beautiful energy, and it's coming, but how it's coming is going to be up to you guys. All right. For somebody, there is going to be travel. I don't know who that is, in February sometime. Now, are you traveling to a love? Maybe you have a dating site, and maybe you are going to meet somebody. Just make sure it's not a manipulative thing. Maybe it's, really feel the red flags. Really feel if this is the right thing. If you even get a few inklings in your heart saying, just, doesn't feel right, but you know what? I'll go check it out. I didn't feel right. Well, I'll go check it out. You know, and then you go check it out and you're like, you know what? Just be honest. Don't ghost them. Don't ghost them. Oh gosh, I hate when people ghost. It's so immature. But the thing is, just say, hey, you know what? It's just not meant for me. You know, I just didn't feel it. And I'm sorry, but your intuition is your feeling. You know, just it's not quite. But again, are you making yeah? Are you making your choice based on earth or divine? Earth or divine? Again, this is the whole key card. Your grounding and your foundation. Okay. So for somebody, they are going to stand up for themselves. Now, so for somebody out there, I don't know who this is for. You're going to meet somebody and they're going to fight to keep that relationship. I feel like they're, and no offense to Felix if you're out there still, no offense to men, no offense to that kind of a thing, but they're a man boy. Got to remember, this is a masculine coming to some female, and all they want is to get what they can and then take off. They're also not only after this, but they're also, they'll ask you about your money situation. They'll want to borrow your car. They'll want to move in because they're dead and broke and that kind of a thing. Be really, really mindful because that is definitely earth. Be really, really careful. I feel this energy coming to somebody, to a female, actually. I don't know who this is coming. They want to move in or they want to say, hey, you know, you got $20 today. I, you know, lost my job and I'm trying to get another one, blah, blah, blah. It's a sad old story, you know, kind of thing. But we have these two pairs together. What am I talking about? This is, you know, like I said, I had to meditate and pray, and divine is just saying, you know what, you need to tell people that the choice has to be, let that be my choice, who I pick for them, not theirs. I know better. I know where their journey is going. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if they're going to talk or listen to me. They'll probably check me out and they'll log off. But you know what? This has to be theirs. This has to be his. He's got some plan for your journey. He's got some plan for your life. And this partner is supposed to help you get there. This partner is supposed to lift you up. This partner is supposed to be optimistic. This is the future energy for, I know it's funny, isn't it? I know, I just sort of, yeah. But this partner is supposed to be optimistic. This partner is supposed to feel on fire for you. If they are not on fire for you, or you are for them, wrong person. That's not from me. This is divine. Wrong person. End it. End it, because you're wasting time. You're wasting opportunity, because if you don't end it with the wrong person, then you will miss the opportunity for the right person. I don't know who that's for. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, the other thing, too, I'm going to throw in here real quick. Oh, where are we at? 42. Okay, another few minutes and I'll be done. But the other thing is I'm going to tell you about the planets and the moon energy. This is definitely moon energy. This is definitely, because we got the moon in Leo right now. We've also got retrograde. We've got the Mercury retrograde, actually as of yesterday. And you know what? The Mercury retrograde, you have to imagine, is low vibrational. And it's super, super powerful. The thing with the Mercury retrograde is going to want to keep you distracted. It's want to keep you off course. It's going to want to keep you away from what the divine wants for you. It's going to keep you guessing and confused and all kinds of stuff. The Venus energy, Venus is there, the love, but then you've got Uranus, and they're fighting. It's like, no, I want love, I want this kind of a thing. And then Uranus is like, nope, and there's kerfuffle because there's confusion in the head. That's the planets. The planets are even saying this, guys. Not me. Divine planets. Not me. I'm the conduit. And if you see me before I do my readings, if you ever catch me, I do go into a deep meditational prayer, because I do not want to share anything that the divine would be really upset. This is all divine driven. I mean, he's the one that picked the name of the channel. He's the one that picks the thumbnails. He's the one that picks the cards or whoever he has come through. This is not me, guys. That's why when I say intuitive readings or intuitive coaching, I don't have to have the cards. All I have to do is see you. But the thing is, he's given me that gift for whatever reason. I don't know. This is not me. This is him coming through. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then you probably don't have a real good connection to maybe growing your spirituality. And then maybe that's something that maybe something should be taking place in 2021. Because I will tell you right now, 2021, this is the card. He's going to show up all the time. The divine is going to show up all the time because there's a lot of people on the fence for their spirituality. And today he gave me a message I'll share with you guys. I don't normally share my personal stuff, but in all of the meditation and all of the prayer this morning, I've been praying and asking about a certain question, and he gave it this morning. And I guess my future is to be a spiritual healer, a light worker, or just a spiritual coach, but a teacher. So I have no idea what he has planned for me, but he just said, this is what I prepared you for. So I'm like, okay. So I don't know what it is, but he's working on something. So if you see me doing a lot of spiritual videos, that's why. Not me. So it's him sending messages to people. These aren't messages for me. Well, I learn a lot from them, but a lot of them are for you guys. All right, so let's finalize this up here. If you guys have any questions at all, Felix, anybody out there, I don't even know who's out here, if there's anybody out here, which is fine, because this is supposed to be for whenever you're supposed to watch it. Go ahead and ask a question. I think King left after he got his question done, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. Hopefully it planted a seed and on his way he goes. All right. Is there anything else, Divine, that you want me to share with everybody? I appreciate it. The sun. This energy is coming. So the sun, if you don't know the sun, which is beautiful energy, this is the future energy for you guys through February. You're going to see this probably in your next reading a lot. I think you're going to see optimism come up a lot this next couple of weeks. However, when we have the sun, for those of you who don't know, the sun is a very creative, happy, very high energy, very high vibrational energy where you actually find somebody, or you find it could be, I don't say soulmate, I don't say twin flames. I feel it's an energy that's a lot like you. However, this is somebody that you can share it all. You can shed it all. You can wear your emotions on a heart sleeve, you know, what do they call it? On a sleeve, you know, but it's also one that you can tell your deepest, darkest shadow work to, and your I got a hair that's bothering me, that it doesn't bother them. In fact, it's like the saying that says you can know all about somebody and they still accept you, or something to that effect, or you can love. How does that go? You can know everything about someone and still love them the same. Something of that effect. However, this is an energy where it's exposed, because usually what it is for the Rider Waite, it's a little cherub on a horse. It's naked. It's exposing all. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy that is coming for the future of that, and it's about truth. This is about truth. Now, the Knight of Swords is sort of a fast coming energy, so this might be a surprise. I love surprise. Well, some surprises. But this energy is a really good surprise. This is a very welcoming energy. This is the very optimistic. I'm going to say this is going to be at the end of the month, because somebody's really going to be contemplating everything that's being said or told to them. And, you know, they're thinking, well, you know, do I really, what do I do with this? So it's going to take a little time to process that in the mind, because you've been working so much by earth-based that it does take time to shift from earth to a spiritual thought process. And you know what? Once you get there, Your soul's like, no, 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 no. I want to, you let me do earth all the way that I want to do this. Now you're trying to shift it. So it's going to be a little fight. There's going to be a little tantrum. I don't want to change. That's that energy for somebody. It's like, I don't want to go there. This is fun. This is easy. But you know what? I'll tell you what, if you get a relationship that the divine has chosen for you, so much easier. It's so much more easy to argue. If you argue or if you can communicate more properly, it is more, I don't know how to say it. It's more I don't know, it's so light and airy that you can't explain it. And then that's what it is. It's like, I got this feeling I can't explain. That's the divine. That's when it's right. 9 of Pentacles. Yes. That is what you're working for. The 9 of Pentacles is all about the hard work, spiritually, emotionally, everything that you're doing for yourself, for that other person's doing for you. And this is the ultimate, because the 9 of Pentacles is you've got all the luxury, you've got all the rewards of a beautiful relationship. You've made it through the storms. You've worked hard. There's just this beautiful, beautiful ending that is intense, because the number 9 in numerology is intense. It is an intense reward that you get. What a beautiful card to end with. Holy Toledo. But I'm going to say these two showed up. These two showed up. And there is a match. Whether it's coming, whether it's there, but both are spiritual. And that's where their decisions are made. I don't know who that's for. But somebody is making their decisions. And that is going to bring two people together. I don't know who that's for. But this is a beautiful, beautiful ending. Hugely beautiful ending. I'm so happy for this couple, whoever this is. Not going to say it's not going to take work. I don't see the pentacles up here where you're working, but it is work. And that's the thing. A lot of people think, oh, I need him to completely, I need her to complete me. There's nothing about that. It doesn't happen. Twin flames, you know what? I used to think about that, and it's like, no. Because even with twin flames, it's work. Whether you both connect in almost every element, it doesn't, if it's a doppelganger, then one of you is going to die, because that's how that works. But the thing is, on a twin flame, that is where you guys have to work. Love is work. Soulmates, now that's work. You got to work together. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated with some of you guys. February is going to be a very fun month for you. It's going to be a very challenging month. It's going to be a very spiritual month for some of you. I hope that you really, really look into the wealth, your past wealth, to change from more earthly to more two-dimensional, something that's not seen, more spiritual, because the divine is asking where your founding and your grounding is, and he wants you to ground it in him with your decisions and everything. And that will really, really intensify everything that is coming in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way, because you have got 2 stars here and you have the full picture. All right. So I hope this all helps, and I hope this resonates. If you do, hi, Free Spirit. Welcome, welcome. I hope that this resonates with some of you, and you know what? If something doesn't, something will. But please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or share this with somebody who might be challenged with making a love decision or how to make a love decision. And then also, too, don't forget you can also book a one-on-one reading or a coach session. Again, I'll be doing a lot more spiritual coaching than I think other coaching in the future. That's what the divine wants me to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please share, like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. And there is a communication video and a fear video. If you're brand new, please go ahead and look at those, because a lot of what you guys are deciding your decisions on is based out of fear. And that's why the divine had me do that. And communication, You will learn how to communicate and never fight or argue again. There might be a little bit of up, but you know what? You'll know how to control that and you will never fight and argue again. No need to. You know, it's a lot to do about perspectives. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thank you, Free Spirit, for coming. Thank you, King, if you're still here, which I don't think they are. Felix, you probably logged out, but thank you for everybody saying hello. I appreciate it. And we will see you for the next reading on the 8th. If you haven't seen your reading for this month, for the 1st through the 7th, it's loaded. Go ahead and watch that as well. I thank you guys and have a great February. Do go out and love, love, love. If you want love, you got to show it. You got to act what you want. All right, take care.